Facebook just made two major updates to the way that they rank content inside of their news feed, and this is going to actually have a pretty major impact on what you see and the traffic that publishers get to their websites. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two big changes to the way that Facebook is serving content within the website. Okay, so the first thing is Facebook is going to start doing this. They're going to start prioritizing original reporting. And kind of this whole thing is around that original reporting. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that means. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how they determine that. I'm going to talk to you about what they're demoting. And I'm going to talk to you about the things that you're going to need to do to make it look like original reporting. And if you're just watching this video so you kind of know how Facebook's serving things to you, you're going to learn that as well. So they're prioritizing original reporting, and they're going to be demoting news articles without transparent authorship, okay? So they want to see somebody who's written something that's completely unique. They want to find the first person who broke the story, and then in addition to that, they want to make sure they know who was the person who actually wrote the article. Makes sense, right? And you think about, why did this happen? Well, probably because there's a bunch of random stuff being shared out there. There's a bunch of random stuff without authors on it, fake news, if you will, that was going kind of rampant on Facebook. So they're looking to suppress that. And you wonder if some of this is around some of the things that have been going on recently with brands complaining that Facebook isn't really, doing a good job monitoring their content. It most likely is. But what's going to happen is Facebook will look at groups and articles on similar topics. So all the articles that are on a similar topic, so if there's 100 articles, it's all on one topic, they're going to look at that, they're going to kind of group them together, and then they're going to see which one is linked to the most. Now, when I say link to the most, I don't mean a website linking to another website. I mean that this is within the Facebook ecosystem. So who has shared the most, who has referenced it the most, and then which ones are kind of referencing, one main story the most. And what they're going to do is, once they determine that original source, right, from a credible website, right, that's gotten kind of the most shares and the most engagement, you can kind of see it's the main one, they're going to give that more promotion. And then they're going to demote everything else that is not as authoritative, not getting as many shares. Now, here's the interesting part, and one of the final things that you need to know, and the second thing that you need to know. You need to have information about your editorial staff on the website. So you need to have info about editorial staff, needs to have their first and last name on there, and really it needs to show that you actually have a person attached to an article, you've got a staff, you're a credible website, and all of these things are going to make it so that more original reporting is surfaced higher, and then they're going to be trying to demote the less original stuff and anything that's trying to just basically be clickbait or anything that is essentially an ad farm. Now, being an internet marketer for a really long time and seeing a lot of different stuff out there, I've seen some pretty interesting things on Facebook. I've seen people create clickbait articles that take you down, a long hole of, this information and this information and this information, and then they try to monetize it into advertising, right? There's been a lot of people who have been spamming the Facebook algorithm for a very long time. So these two things are a great move for Facebook in many, many ways. You want to see who's attached to the article, and you want the main article being shared to be the original type of reporting if possible. Now, this is the same thing that Google did with expertise, authority, and trustworthiness, EAT, which is also something that you can find in their quality rater guidelines. So Facebook is now following suit from a lot of these other big websites out there that have kind of already been down this road before. That's it for two major things that are impacting Facebook rankings now for news publishers. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. I love hearing from you. See you next time. Bye.